Today's video is a bit more of like an insight into my lifestyle. I have 3 years of thrift shopping experience, and too bad I can't put that on my resume. Anyway, this has been a turning point in my life. I have gained fashion sense, I have explored different outfit options, I found some treasures like this guy over here, and overall I just enjoyed the process. Why I do what I do and why you should try it too. I refuse to support fast fashion. I choose not to turn a blind eye on the working conditions in this industry, the lack of durable materials of good quality, and so many other pitfalls. The majority of my wardrobe comes from second-hand stores, but I do struggle to find shoes, outerwear, and backpacks. The thing is, you don't have to go full vegetarian to help the earth. If just more people were to reduce the meat consumption by 90%, it would have a much more considerable positive impact on the environment. And the same goes for clothing recycling and supporting sustainable brands and so on. It's not about drastic changes, it's about consistency and integrity. In French, second-hand clothes or used clothes are translated to vêtements d'occasion. And what I particularly like about this expression is that it can be also translated as pre-owned clothes, and the d'occasion part is translated to of opportunity. So leave tous les préjugés and grab this opportunity. Even though this topic is widely discussed on the internet, the advice I found contradicts my personal experiences. And this only proves how multifaceted thrift shopping is in nature. Before I start giving you any tips, I would like to comment that in Ukraine there are two types of thrift stores. There are the ones where the price of the item depends on its weight, and the other ones where each item has its price tag. In the former option, you have a higher chance to get a bargain, even though it's not the case with cotton sweaters, for example. The latter option is great because the price is a hint to the extent of pre-usage. If the item has a discount because it has remained on the shelf for some time, you should look thoroughly for any defect. The tips I'm going to give you mostly are related to the facilitation of the process, but also will give you a few tips on how to make a thoughtful decision on buying a particular item. First rule ever, lower your expectations. Levi's jeans, Tommy Hilfiger long sleeves, and Lacoste polos won't rain on you. But do expect the unexpected. You may not end up with what you are looking for, but you might purchase something even better. The thrill is that you could never guess what you may find. No matter what type of the thrift shop you're going to, if you wear popular sizes like small, medium, or large, meaning the middle of a regular size range, you should embark on your thrift shopping journey on the days of the restock. If you wear more rare sizes like XXS, extra small, extra large, XXL, and so on, you may pay a thrift shop a visit whenever you feel like it. You will pay a full price or will get a discounted item. Either way, you will find something quite easily and quickly. Speaking about sizes, even though with women's clothes every brand has its own size parameters, I will link down the wax video below and advise you to watch it to understand that women's sizes do not make sense sometimes at all. There are also country differences, and you should look up your size on the extended table, like this one for example, And you should always know how your size can be named. And while you are thrift shopping, you should not dismiss an item that is within plus or minus one size from yours. You should totally check it out, maybe measure it by eye, see if it will fit you, try it on, because, well, sometimes sizes just do not make sense, and that's okay. Choose an item type beforehand. It will save you a lot of time. You need to make a list of things you're going to look for, and don't forget to check the sections of the opposite sex. Thrifting is a kind of sport. It requires stamina, patience, and often upper body strength when the thrift store is not providing customers with carts or baskets. You can spend a lot of hours in the thrift store worthy of its name. And this is another reason to wear comfortable clothing and shoes. Wearing a crossbag is also a great idea, so your hands are free to browse all these racks. Because of the previous tip, it's hard for me to imagine setting off on this journey on my own. It is haul after all, and you may need all the help and support you can get, or even just a perspective on the items you find particularly appealing. Another important tip is that do not scan. You have to go through every item on a chosen shelf. I know it's time consuming, but it actually is the fastest way to find something. Pulling random sleeves in the aisles won't get you anything. Pay attention to the material. What do you like to wear? As for me, I prefer cotton for light wear. For sweaters, I prefer wool and cotton as well. I try to avoid polyester and acrylic. They are synthetic, not durable materials. As for the other materials like corduroy, silk, leather, I haven't found an item in excellent condition, but hey, it's just my luck. Choose a fitting room with a mirror and close to a rack. It will make a whole fitting process faster and easier. Before or after you've tried on an item, look carefully for any defects. Stains, holes, tears, fabric stretch. You cannot get a refund or return an item, so be sure to not find anything or be okay with the flaws you found. This one has happened to me. And you should always ask yourself, will you ever wear this? Is it your style? You should come up with a couple of outfits on the spot and be sure that you will make a use of this purchase. If you're not sure, leave it there. And now the last tip. If you like something, buy and rock it. Who cares what others think? This topic is kind of stigmatized here, and I want to change it. Wearing second-hand clothes is making a sound statement, and I do it every day.